Hello, this is Damien Forsyth. Welcome to this email marketing 101 video tutorial presentation. And I wanted to create this video presentation as in the process of starting the Bahamas Internet Association. I realized that a lot of the people coming to the luncheons on the email list and just who I'm corresponding with just really getting started and on the web, just making their own website, marketing themselves, marketing their company, and they potentially want some of the basics. And email marketing is an important aspect of marketing on the web. So if you can take my monotone voice for the next 15 minutes, then we're going to do okay. So email marketing 101. The basics. First thing, why use email marketing at all? Well, it's fairly intuitive. One, email marketing is terribly less expensive than direct mail. You don't need a full complement of staff once you know the basics and you have a right program to work you along. It's much less expensive to send as well as administration. It's measurable. Statistically, you can tell how your offers are being received, and that is of huge value. And also, with all the things still available on the internet, checking your email is still basically the most popular activity, and you're going to get people's attention if you can command or trust them for them to trust you for you to send them emails. Your email list and segmentation. This is a big point. If you have an email list already by default, let's say you're a small business owner, you're a real estate agent, you're an interior designer, and you have 500 people in your contact list, 1,000 people, some are friends, some are colleagues, some are acquaintances, some are clients. What you want to do is you want to take those 1,000 people and segment them down as much as reasonably possible. And for 1,000 people, reasonably, let's say you can make 5 to 10 segments. What would those segments be? Current clients, past clients, colleagues in the industry, prospective clients, suppliers, and the list goes on. Why do you segment them? One, you want to do your best as possible to send something to somebody that's relevant to them and to their experience. The days back of just sending out email blasts are finished, or they're dying, or more counterproductively, if you just send out an email blast and they're not personalized, you have no thought of who's receiving it and what they want to receive, you're actually going to do yourself a big disservice. So do the best you can to segment your list and to send them something different or tailored to their voice or to their interest or how they're interacting with you. How to send your emails. You probably use Outlook, Gmail, something like this for emails, and I use them as well. But when you start to get into email campaigns and segmenting lists and organizing it properly and trying to make it as reasonably automated as possible, you're going to outgrow Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail in about 10 minutes. So you really need to sign up to an email provider who specializes in managing your email campaigns and your email segments and things like this. And I'll show you a few of the most popular ones. The first one, this is called Aweber. This is actually what I use. It was recommended to me by people I like and trust, so I went with it. The other more popular names, Constant Contact. This is probably the most well known, and you see here prices start as low as $15 a month. So these programs do not need to be that expensive. The more emails you have, the more expensive it becomes, but all things considered, they're very, very cost effective to use. This one I was recommended recently, myemma.com. Never used it, but I'm sure it would be very sufficient. Looking here at their client list, DHL, uh, Dana-Farber, haven't heard of them, but it seems like they have a good client list. And back to Aweber, this is actually my account after I've signed in, and this is kind of what you see: home, my list. You can set up different fields, different automations, the messages you're gonna send or you have sent, subscribers. You can add people to your list, forms, reports on how your offers are being received. So it's very, very worthy to get one of these programs. And beyond actually sending the emails, this is perhaps as equally as important. With being a client, you have support. See this here, live support, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday and 9 to 5 on Saturday. So if I click this live chat button, I would get somebody on the other side, a real human, and I would ask them a question and we would interact, or I would call their toll-free number or call their international number. So sometimes you get in the weeds and you don't know what to do, and you can turn to these guys and they will help you. And they have huge amounts of help sections, videos. I think every week they're putting on you know, video tutorial online, so that alone is almost worth the cost. More basics. When not to email someone in backlash. Kind of spoke about this before, but you don't want to just grow your list. It's not about getting the biggest list possible. It's about getting the biggest, most targeted list possible. And I've seen people, somebody will forward them an email, and all the emails will be exposed because the person didn't blind copy or they didn't use the program. So I can see everybody you sent that to as well as me, and they'd copy those emails and just dump them into their email program. You don't want to do that, trust me. One, if I get something from somebody I didn't ask for, I just click report spam automatically. I don't want it, and I don't want them to be sending things to other people that they didn't ask for. And if I do know the company, I actually get somewhat turned off because they're doing random email grabs and they're sending me stuff that I never asked for and I may or may not have any interest in. So you don't want to just grab emails and just send to people to grow your list. Same point, often less is more. Even after you've have somebody's email and they want to receive what you're sending, you don't want to bombard them or overwhelm them. We've all, I wouldn't say we've all, but a lot of us are fans of groups on Facebook, friends or companies, and they'll somehow send out an email every day, and after a while, I don't know about you, but I get turned off and I realize, okay, I like this fan or this person or this artist, but I'm now turned off from them. I want to be removed from their fan list, and I want to just eliminate communication. Whereas I would have liked to receive something of value periodically, but not every day. There may be times when it's worth receiving an email every day. You know, maybe day trading. If you're trading in the markets, maybe you want to receive 3 emails a day. But for most things, you're going to email your clients every month. This say is a round number, or every 2 weeks. So when to email, day and time. There's actually an ideal day, an ideal time to send your emails, and again, it depends on your message. Generally speaking, if you're sending out to people who are going to correspond with you in their office, obviously, you want to send it between Monday and Friday during business hours. More specifically, I would avoid Mondays pretty much as a blanket rule. Tuesdays are perhaps marginal. You know, Wednesdays are okay. I would focus on Thursday afternoons and Friday mornings. Why? Obvious reasons. People are a bit less relaxed towards the end of the week. They use the quiet time of Friday and Friday afternoon to catch up on their emails and to be a bit more to catch up on the week. So, you know, in Mondays the emails have built up from the weekend and they're not going to have time to really digest a correspondence from you. Also, weekends do fairly well. Why? A lot of people have 7-day work cycles, or on the weekends they'll check their emails just at home casually, and again they might catch up on emails during the week or try to get out emails in advance of the coming week. So weekends do well, and Thursdays and Fridays. The 4 factors in an email